You might ask, what is a Genius Hour or a passion project? Genius Hour is inquiry-based, student-directed learning. It is sometimes called a passion project. It gives students an opportunity to explore their own unique interests. It is a time when students are in control, choosing what they study, how they study it, and what they produce or create as a result. As a learning model, it promotes inquiry, research, creativity, and self-directed learning. Genius Hour or passion projects are part of the FLEX model of blended learning. As we mentioned earlier, a Genius Hour project or a passion project is inquiry-based learning. The learning revolves around students picking a topic of interest and then developing a research question around that topic. Much of the time that students work in class would be to research their topic or their question of interest. Find out as much as they possibly can about this topic or question. Then students will want to create a way to share their knowledge. And once they have that creation put together, they're going to present it to their community and share their findings. And then finally, we're going to want our students to step back and reflect on what they've learned, what they've created, and what they've presented. As your students begin to work on their Genius Hour or their passion project, you're going to see student engagement soar. Students are totally bought into the idea of exploring a topic of interest. And we're going to take a sneak peek now at Genius Hour projects or passion projects in action at Hayesville High School in Hayesville, North Carolina. I know you're going to enjoy this video and you're going to get ideas to bring these projects to life in your classroom.
Let me read your rough draft today and kind of conference with you about it.
Using blended learning, especially the FLEX model, I have seen students gain so much confidence, not just academically, but as emerging professionals, especially as my students have worked on their passion projects throughout the semester. They set their own objectives to meet their standards, and they have set their own timelines to meet those objectives. Whatever their topic is, I see so many students reaching out to industry professionals to get their input on their projects. And I think that it's made students see themselves not only as students, but as emerging professionals.
I could tell from the first day that Miss White started here that this was going to be a fun environment for her. She has so many different activities going on in her classroom that the kids are just super engaged, and that makes them much more likely to be successful in learning Spanish.
For the passion project, everyone's choices are completely different. Like some people are doing podcasts, some people are doing books, some people are creating songs, and it's just a whole environment of creativity.
I decided to work on baseball in Latin America, and I'm currently doing a podcast with 3 other people where we're setting up our own microphones and working on getting to interview people. Like, you're working at your own pace, and it really helps you with the understanding of what your time management skills are.
I like the fact that I can choose my own pace. Like, I don't have to have it done right away or like have a certain deadline. I have multiple days to work on it. It's not as stressful. It makes me want to come to school, and just makes me happy in general.
Because of these passion projects, I'm getting to do something I like while also taking away a few skills that you wouldn't really correlate to a Spanish class. For instance, I've learned how to put together a 3D printer, and I'm also learning to edit a video, which I think is really helpful.
I think that blended learning will prepare students for their chosen path after graduation, because it's teaching them a lot of soft skills, a lot of transferable skills like self-management, meeting deadlines, learning how to backwards plan. So I think that blended learning has made my students a lot more confident in their ability to make decisions and to manage themselves like professionals.
Even though Genius Hour and Passion projects are self-directed learning, you're going to find that your students are meeting many curriculum standards. They are learning skills that they are going to use in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Students are learning the value of self-assessment. And most importantly, students are learning critical thinking skills and using those as they work on their passion project. We have lots of great Genius Hour and Passion Project resources in our Rethink Education program. I've highlighted 2 of those resources for you. One is a flex time implementation of the Genius Hour, and this document provides you with lots of articles to read and discussion questions that you can think about and ponder before you implement a Genius Hour in your classroom. And then the second resource that we have listed is a Genius Hour proposal template that you can use with your students as you begin the process of implementing Genius Hour in your classroom. Maybe you're interested in future professional development on this topic for educators at your school or your district. We are happy in the Rethink Education program to provide that for you. We provide professional development both virtually and in person. We do have a form that you can fill out to request that professional development. We have the bit.ly on the screen, or you can scan the QR code. We hope that you have enjoyed this video about the Genius Hour or Passion Project.